Hey, what's up, everyone? In this video, I thought I would talk about something I get asked on a weekly basis, multiple times per week. And that is, what are you seeing out there in the My Listing space? What are you seeing that works? What are you seeing that doesn't work? And I also have people that will come to me with a site, a My Listing site, and they need help with it. I mean, it's why the MyListing Club is there. It's one of the major reasons, right? And often I see when I look at their website for the first time, it has a MyListing demo on it. I've seen this when onboarding clients, whether it's we're building a new site for them, we're starting a starter site, and then importing their data into that starter site, and they're basically starting over. I've also seen this in here recently, which is 50% of what is sparking this video is I recently had a business consultation where over the phone, we talked about the business goals and things of that nature. And, like, what are you seeing, Ryan? Am I okay to install one of the MyListing demos and things like that? And it just tells me that people aren't sure what to do. And they often make the mistake of installing the demo on their live website, only to find out later that that's not enough, right? Or what they shouldn't have done in the first place, which I'll get into in a second. The other 50% of what is spurring this is I'm currently in the process of onboarding a new client into the managed MyListing service, which includes a starter site. And this client came to me with a demo. They have the MyListing demo installed on their site. You can tell they've made a few tweaks, but by and large, you look at it and you immediately can tell it's the MyListing demo. They imported it, added their information, etc. So this video isn't about saying the MyListing demos are bad. That is not what I'm saying here. They're not the best in the world, and that is one of the many reasons I created the club. And it's just the truth. It's one of the reasons I created the club was the starter sites, the templates, the starter site kits, the guides, all of that stuff. Because when you just install the demo, I'm not just talking about the design, but I'm talking about everything: the customer journey, the documentation to help support the listing owners, everything that goes into actually building a business with the MyListing theme. You can't just install the demo, right? There's a crap ton more that goes into it. So what I'm going to title this video is, I believe what the title of the video is going to be, if you install the demo, or something along these lines. If you install the MyListing demo into your live website, your production website, your live domain.com, whatever that is, I am going to contend that you have a hobby. You do not have a business. If your mindset is to install one of the MyListing demos into your live domain, you have a hobby. You do not have a business. And the reason I say that is because my guess is you do not understand what it takes to build a business with this theme. Okay? You have a hobby. Now, that is not to say there's anything wrong with hobbies. I have hobbies. A hobby, for example, could be installing the MyListing demo, and you run a local message board, or like a little local Facebook type marketplace for your community, or like antique toys or something like that. You just install the MyListing theme, you install a demo, and you're going to help people find toys, things like that. Things like that. It could be for charity or not, but those are kind of like off the top of my head, like hobbies, right? You're not out there trying to make a living, make an income with the MyListing theme as your theme, right? So again, nothing wrong with hobbies, nothing wrong with installing the MyListing demo into a hobby site. There's also nothing wrong with installing a demo into your test environment. So you spin up hosting. You can do free hosting on your workstation with like local WP, just install that app on your workstation, pull in the MyListing demo, and you learn that way. You learn how things are built. You break things, fix things, rinse, repeat, do it over and over again until you learn how it's built. And then when it's time to go to your live website, you don't need the MyListing demo. And then the reasons for that could be you just know enough at that point to work with Elementor, to work with MyListing, to work with WooCommerce. Maybe you pull in the MyListing project template from the club to walk you step by step on how to build it, but you start from scratch and you build it yourself. Or maybe you go get a starter site kit, which pulls in all the content from one of my starter sites, and you start that way. Or maybe you just go out and you get one of the club's starter site, and then you just learn as you go with me being there as your mentor as we build the thing out. That is if you go with the manage my listing route. So I give you all of these tiers, whether it's you want to do it all yourself, whether you want me to be somewhat involved, whether you just want some of my resources, whether you want me there as basically your employee, which is the manage my listing. So from start to finish, which finish would be launching your website, that is an option. But again, I contend if you purchase the MyListing theme, you set up your live domain, domain.com, for example, you install the demo right away into that live site, I contend that you have a hobby. You do not have an actual business. You do not know what it takes to build what needs to be built. You're going to miss a lot of things. You're going to stumble. You're going to set things up incorrect. I see it all the time, guys. Like they do this, they come to me to fix it, and a lot of times we have to start over and build from scratch. Most of the time, it's with the starter site or with the manage my listing, which includes the starter site. This is not. Obviously, I want you to buy my stuff. I'm running a business, right? So, but I don't want this to seem like an advertisement for that. This is part of me trying to save your business before you get started, because again, I've seen these fail. I'm looking here. I just did a video. If you want to look this up, your MyListing project will likely fail and it's your fault. So I would definitely check out that video. This goes along with that. I see this over and over and over again where I'm rescuing sites, and this is not to pick on the MyListing demos, but they have the demo installed, and it's a clear sign to me that someone tinkered with the demos first and didn't really know what it takes to bring a MyListing website online, make it fast, all of those types of things, make it look good, have that customer journey in place, and things of that nature. So let me quickly show you what I mean, and just quickly show you the difference between the demo, one of the demos, and the MyListing starter sites. Okay, so if we click on here, the main demo, and I'm not going to take too long on this because I've done videos on this before. You get the MyListing demo and you think, great, it's got some cool photos in here, but what are you going to do? 9 times out of 10, you're going to come in here, you're going to swap out these photos. You'll find out that the footer that MyListing uses is no good. You need Elementor for that. You're going to change a lot of stuff out of this. And even when you do all that, you have no pricing pages. You have no clear customer journey. For example, if I click add a listing here, okay, how much does this stuff cost? Where is the pricing tables? If I click place here, oh, there's the pricing tables. If they happen to stumble upon it, you're going to come in here and this is going to be the default MyListing listing packages, which are okay, but you need more than that. You need subscriptions. You need people paying you reoccurring revenue every month. These listing packages that come with MyListing are a manual process. It's going to create an administrative nightmare for you over time. You may not think about this from the very beginning, but look at how these are designed. 90-day expiration, 180-day expiration, 360. Now this stuff can be adjusted. You can say no expiration, but you see what I mean. It's not set up for a successful business. And it's not scalable. You're going to put a lot of administrative overhead on yourself when you just go with the MyListing demo and you don't know how to make all of the changes. Okay, so you come here, we buy this package, or before we even do that, what is a listing submission? What does that mean? What is a listing type? Maybe they might know what that is. Where are you explaining what happens after the 90-day expiration? Usable for claiming. What is claiming? You know, a lot of business owners, small mom and pop stores that may want to list on your site. What the hell is a claim? Like, what does that even mean? You need to break down what these packages include, right? Let me bring up the starter site that I want to show you. I can show you any of my starter sites, but I just want to show you the differences here. So let me just bring over this one tab, sorry. So here we go. We have journey here. We have pricing. You can see how it works, things of that nature. So if I click get started, it's a clear CTA. Like, okay, this is where I'm going to go to get started. All right, join, claim. We explain what claiming a listing is. Okay, so now I'm thinking about, I want to list. These are the different types of listing. Click here if you have a listing you want to claim. It walks them through that process. If they need support, they come up here to the header. They see how it works, okay? And it walks them through step by step. What does this all mean? Okay, and then furthermore, if we go down to the footer, we've got a support page, okay, where it walks people through what all this stuff is, what are all these different features of the packages. You know, you saw there was a little pop-up that came in through the side there, and they can click on that and it brings up a form. So let me go ahead and do that. Reload the page so I can show you that. There we go. They can click this. You may want that pop-up trigger to be more persistent and stay forever, which is probably a good idea. I may change that. But then they can jump in here and ask questions, right? When you look at the My Listing demos, you don't get any of that. You get a little bit of information and you buy the package, you sign in, you register, that sort of thing. Looks like they did update this recently, but you see my point. It's just a major difference. And if you don't know how to set this stuff up, you're just left with the demo. Maybe you jump in the support board with the MyListing developers, the support team, and you ask your questions. How long does that whole process take? Do you get the answers that you want to get? When you add up all of that time, you know, wouldn't it be easier potentially to just go with the starter site? You know, whether that's just buying it on its own or going with Manage My Listing and working with me. I just see this all the time, guys, where people start here, tinker around, they end up at the MyListing Club. And I would rather you start with me first than to go through this painful process. What if you have competitors? What if they're going to beat you to market because you sat here and you tinkered with, you know, moving this box to the left 10 pixels, moving this button to the right 10 pixels. When you start converting the MyListing demos to containers, which is the newer elementary way of building things, there's no sections, there's no columns anymore with newer sites. You're going to notice that this stuff does not look good out of the box. You have to make adjustments, which I've already done in the starter sites, namely with Canvas, because that is the only starter site so far that is 100% containers. You're just going to run into roadblocks left and right. Okay. So again, this is not picking on the demos. This is just saying that it's a trigger. It's a thing when I see it, it triggers in my brain that this person has potentially a hobby. You know, they're not setting themselves up for success for running an online business. Okay. Doesn't even have to be the demo. It could be something else that I'm seeing where it's like they're copying things that don't matter from other sites. They're ignoring the customer journey. They're not giving support information, the information that listing owners need. They're not doing reach further. So that, for example, once somebody lists, or if they're wondering how all this works, what about reaching further? What about making more money yourself as a business? So here, reaching further, explaining what listing promotions are, explaining and offering the option of Google reviews, explaining the offering the product store, which is WooCommerce product vendors. The same thing with booking, things of that nature. Simple things like saying, if you buy a higher tier package, you're going to get a verified badge on your listing. If you look at the demo, again, not picking just on the demo, it's more of a mindset, right? Where do you say that in here? Where do you tell people they can do this stuff? Why should they sign up with you? What other ways do you help them boost their listing, to boost their own businesses, to get more presence on your platform, more presence out there in the world, whether it's in search engines or whatever it may be, right? But again, the demo is kind of like, the MyListing demo is just kind of like one example of the things that I see that is a trigger to me that this person does not have a serious business. So these are the things that I hope you think about. Hopefully you've seen this video before you're too far along, or if you are too far along, it's not unfortunate, I guess I shouldn't say, but if you have unfortunately spent quite a bit of time tinkering and you now have realized that could have done things better, you're nervous that you may have missed some steps, your packages aren't set up correctly, you're not monetizing as well as you could be, you're not helping listing owners as much as you could be. Hopefully you're seeing this and we can get it all fixed, right? Again, I see this every day pretty much, whether directly or indirectly. All right, guys, check out that other video. Your MyListing project will fail and it's your fault. Again, it really falls in line with this. I may start a channel just for, not a channel, but a playlist, just to keep these organized and get my thoughts out there from what I am seeing and what I am experiencing out there, while supporting literally hundreds of MyListing websites on a daily basis. So, all right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it stokes a fire under you, lights a fire, get you going, get you thinking about these things. And my goal is just to get you making the right decisions, whether it is going with something from the club or you just make the better decisions on your own, or even if it's hiring somebody else. Just that's the ultimate goal, is to get this right from the very beginning. All right, catch you guys in the next video. See ya.